Manly have let a 206 half-time lead slip with a second-half lapse where the Tigers pulled off the miraculous comeback with only seconds left on the clock. The win sees the Tigers climb off the bottom of the ladder above the Knights in the battle for the Wooden, but also sees Manly stuck in a logjam of teams fighting for places in the top 8. Trailing 206 at halftime, many fans would have thought the game was dead and Manly would run away with it, but the Tigers showed some really heart and pulled off a massive comeback to come away with a 3026 victory. On the back of some hard running and solid defence keeping Manly pinned on their own line, the Tigers were able to come up with the goods in attack in the second half. A win would have seen Manly jump into the all-important top 4 with only 3 rounds left. Leading at half-time seemingly in cruise control, they were tracked down by a fast-finishing Tigers side. The loss now sees Manly sitting in 7th and still at risk of missing the 8 if they don't come up with some wins over the next few weeks. With the win, the Tigers jumped off the bottom of the ladder and will be hopeful of avoiding the wooden spoon. With the Knights winning 3 straight games, it was imperative for the Tigers to come up with a win and keep the Knights at bay. Does it get much better than Sunday afternoon football at Leichhardt Oval? Tigers players and fans alike love games at the historical ground, and it always seems to provide some quality games. The crowd sprung to life in the second half, with the Tigers beginning to show signs of a comeback and willed their boys to the win. Coruscant was on fire for the visitors, setting up a try for DCE with a nice scoot from dummy and racking up 40 tackles throughout the contest. He will be a crucial piece of the puzzle for Manly going into final rounds and the finals series, and the Eagles look our better side when he is playing well. Manly's form has been patchy over recent weeks, and having lapses during games where they drift out of the game is continuing to hurt them. They managed to get away with it last week, pulling off a comeback against the Roosters, but were on the receiving end of similar comeback this week where the Tigers piled on most their points in a 15-minute period in the second half. They will need to sort out those lapses if they want to be a serious contender come the finals. What did you learn from the Tigers' late win against the Sea Eagles? Let us know in the comments below. Want to share your opinion? Why not write for us? Previous post, next post, next.